Hello, everybody. It's Kay White with Girls in Finance, and I'm coming in for another training today. I thought today I would pick up where I left off earlier today. I'm in the process of creating some prompt guides for nurses, and let me show you what I have so far. We'll start there. What I have so far is I'm creating two different prompt guides. The first prompt guide that I have is for a diverse group of nurses. I want to feature women of a variety of different backgrounds, cultures, skin tones, all of that, and different hair. And then also, I'm creating an African American prompt guide. That's always very important to me. A lot of times we, as a culture of people, don't have enough representation. And so the beauty of the world of AI now with generative art is that we can at least create images that we want to see and that we want to buy and that we want to put on our walls. And so I have young cousins and relatives, and that's really important to me. I think it's really key to make sure that we have positive images that are shown in the work that we do and in the art we create and display all of that. And so I am today focused on nurses, and I wanted to just create African American nurses with various hairstyles. So, with that in mind, I'm going to pick up where I left off. But before I do that, let me show you real quick what I was already working on. I was working on just over here a diverse prompt guide as well. And if you go through here, you'll see women of different ethnic groups and backgrounds, and it just features nurses in various different environments, not just at work, but in some cases just eating or out in the park, and certainly some in the hospital environment or at work. And here, I think library, but just a lot of different scenarios is what I wanted for this guide. And this is something you can certainly pick up. I don't have it available. I'm still finishing it. So I don't have it available right now, but you will be able to purchase it in the future and not too far future, I should say. But just wanted to give you an idea. So I'm working on that. And then in addition, I started the new one that is African American focused. At this real pretty beauty here with the long micro braids. I thought that was a really cute image. And what I noticed though, the prompts that I used, they all gave me just a headshot, or I would say like a the upper part of the female and her hair and face and shoulders. And I don't really have full body images, and I'd rather have some full body scenes and images. So I figured I'd jump on here and let you see the process that I go through as I'm creating a prompt guide like this and the commands that I would give. So I won't take you through the whole thing, but let's do enough for you to get the idea. So in the case of this is where I left off. I had requested a an image of a African American female, and I wanted her to have just highlights in her hair color. I think is what I said. Various color features in her hair, and I had let's see if that's the last image. And it might. I think this is the last image that I got. No, it's not. Okay, so let's scroll on down, and it was down here that I had run out of time. So I'm going to pick up from here, but I had started to ask for full body images, and really, even if I don't get shoes, and I can put in the request just to show you how I would attempt to get shoes created in the process as part of the image. But even if I don't get that, I wanted to at least get enough of an image that displays more than just the upper part of the body. So let's see. Let's go in here. And I had started generating, and I ran out of time. If you're working with ChatGPT DALL-E, there are time limits, and so you can meet that throughout the day, and it will allow you to generate so many images, I guess, over a period of time. I've got to find out exactly how that works. But let's see. Let me see if I can get it to scroll back up here. Okay, so it's in the process of creating an image. I had given it a prompt when I ran out of time before, and it says continuing with our series, the next full body illustration will feature an African American nurse with long blonde Senegalese twist braids. This hairstyle will further showcase the diversity. Go back up and read that to you. It says this hairstyle will further showcase the diversity and individuality of nurses set against another lively and dynamic healthcare background that reflects the fast-paced and engaging nature of their environment. And this is the image that it has given me here. Well, I certainly sometimes it will do that. Sometimes it will flip the image. I'm going to see if I can get it to give it to me differently. And so let's see. Let me show you what I would do in this case. I'm going to say, sometimes this will work, sometimes it doesn't, but we'll see. I'm going to try it here and give it a command. I'm going to say, I really need this image in a vertical orientation. And let's see if that works. I want them, for some reason, Dally flip the image to the side. That's not exactly what I want. I'm going to say, uh, please continue to show full body. And let's try this again. Let's see. Let me look at this for a minute and see if this is exactly what I want. I'm going to make a recommendation and see if it is intuitive enough to pick up on what I want. I'm going to say I like the layout and background of the initial images provided. Please continue. I'm going to say please render similar images. And we'll see if this works. And so essentially what I'm asking, I'm trying to get it to render images that are similar to what it was rendering initially when I started this process. And this is the first one I've had flip on me. So we'll see if we can get it back on track. I've essentially said, please continue to show the full body and shoes because that's what I want now that I wasn't getting before. I was getting more of the upper body shots. And so I said, I like the layout and background of the initial images provided. Please render similar images with the I should say images as with the initial aspect ratio. And the aspect ratio is really just the layout of the image itself, and whether or not you wanted it more of a square shape or the ones that I was getting initially were in a more of a square shape. So we're going to see if that works. And it gave me really good backgrounds previously. So we'll see. I'm going to see if I can get it back to what it was doing before. If I can, that would be great. So we'll see. And it came back and said, understood, let's create a new illustration featuring an African American nurse with long blonde Senegalese twists, braids, and a vertical orientation. This image will include her full body and shoes with a lively and engaging background similar to the initial images provided, focusing on the vertical layouts. So we'll see. There we go. See how we forced her or forced DALL-E to go back to giving us a vertical image. And let's see what this looks like. Okay, wow, look at that hair. Um, I really like this image, and I tell you what I like about it. I love that it shows diversity and some uniqueness. That is a lot of hair. Some people can wear hair at this length, and so I want to make sure that the representation is there. And so I love this. Let me go ahead and enlarge it and let's see what it looks like here. And so if we click on this dot over here, and actually it's an eye, looks like an eye with a circle around it. If we click on it, it will give us the full prompt that was used to create the image. So you can see there, it tells you just all the details of what was put. Now, I didn't say this much stuff, but it will take the initial instructions that I provide of what I want, and ChatGPT will come up with the text inside of DALL-E 3 in order to create the image. And so I just love working with generative AI art. And so as we go on here, I want another hairstyle. And I had given some hairstyles before. I ran out of time. And so I'm going to see if it's intuitive enough to continue with what I had given previously. And I'm just going to say here, please continue with previous styles provided and follow same instructions to create a diverse I'm just going to remind it since I haven't been on here for about an hour or so. I'm going to remind what we were doing before, and I'm going to say, please continue with a diverse African American skin tone and hairstyle. And we'll see if this is enough to get what we want. We're just going to go ahead and submit this and see what happens. And yeah, we'll see if this is enough. Basically, I had already provided a number of styles. I don't remember what they were, but I had a lot of dark hair. So I wanted to include again so that we have a diverse representation. I decided to include some blonde or gold hair. So that's where we are now. I'm trying to see if I can get some images that are full body that I can then take and put into my prompt guide. So let's see what we have here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Now, this is what I'm looking for. In this case, we have another African American woman. Now, I did not get a blonde style, and that may be because I gave a few before I ran out of time, and I'm not real concerned about it. I can give the instruction again to give some new hairstyles and include blonde within that. But I do love this frog. It's kind of, let me pull it up close so I can see. It looks more like a curly fro. Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. So, what I would then do is take this actual prompt that I'm looking at here over into a tool like Canva in order to create my prompt guides. And you don't have to use Canva. You could use a PDF for your delivery of prompt guides. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say prompt guide, that's simply where I would take a series of images and the prompts that were used to create the image and package them in a simple way so that I can deliver the image and the prompt to people who are interested in learning how to use prompts inside of ChatGPT and DALL-E for images. In some cases, if you don't have a program like DALL-E 3, a paid program, and you're just looking for prompts, you can get assistance through the free version of ChatGPT with writing your actual prompts. And you may be wondering, well, how do I do that? You just ask. You ask the question. You start out, you tell ChatGPT what it is that you need and want it to do. You can say, I would love to have some prompts where I can create beautiful images, but I need your help. And whatever it is that you want to do, let's say you want to create cars or dolls or whatever it is that you desire, you explain that you want to do that and explain the type of dolls that you want and say, I really need your help with creating the prompts. So can you give me some prompt ideas or can you give me some prompts to help me create the images that I want? So, and all you have to really do is speak in plain language. That's the beauty of these programs in terms of working with ChatGPT. And so we have this image here, and essentially all I'm going to do, I really like that, I'm going to just continue on. And so it tells me here, this vertically oriented full body illustration of an African American nurse with a curly fro hairstyle has been created, set against a vibrant and dynamic healthcare background. And it says this image showcases her full figure and shoes, highlighting her unique professional appearance alongside the lively atmosphere of her work environment. If you'd like to continue with more illustrations featuring diverse African American skin tones and hairstyles in a similar lively setting, or if you have any specific requests, please let me know. And I've been working with this today for some hours. And so basically, all I'm going to say is please continue. Now that I've fed into DALL-E that I want vertical images from head to toe, and I've already described that I want African American nurses and I want varying skin tones and hairstyles. I'm just going to say please continue because I've fed so much information already into what I want. I believe it's intuitive enough at this point to just give me another image that fits what I need. And while I'm talking about this, while it's processing, I should say, I want to mention that I am using one of my mentors' prompts, GPT prompts here, and it's called Coco Twins Bohemian Beauty Prompt Pro. It is fantastic. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I will give you more details on how to get access to this in the description. But hold on just a second. Let's take a look here and see what we have. Oh, and it's still creating. But here we go. Now, it looks like it's gone back. Oh, it did not give me the vertical orientation. And sometimes it will do that. ChatGPT and DALL-E, they're still working out all their kinks, I should say. So it did not give me the image the way that I wanted. I wanted to stay vertical, and it looks like it changed it up, even though it's telling me here that it's vertically oriented full body illustration. It is full body illustration, just not vertical. But in this case, let's take a little bit closer look anyway, just because they're box braids, and that was one of the things that I specified to DALL-E 3 that I wanted it to create. The box braids were on my list. So let's see. I'm going to remind DALL-E 3 that this is not the exact way I want the images laid out. And I'm going to say, and I keep it real simple. I'll just say something like this isn't exactly the layout. This isn't exactly the layout I need. Please create images in vertical layout from top to bottom displayed. I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right. I'm trying to teach ChatGPT's DALL-E orientation art program to give me exactly what I want. And sometimes it's easier than others, but usually when you keep emphasizing what you need, it will get back on track. But I really wanted to lay it out the way I wanted to lay it out. I wanted to show from top to bottom. So I wrote here, this isn't exactly the layout I need. Please create images in vertical layout from top to bottom. And I'm hoping that it will turn it around and get it back on track. And I'm going to remind it, please refer to the initial images you rendered. I need the same layout here, showing full body with shoes. So we'll see how it does. And I'm going to now say, please continue. And let's see if that's enough. I think so. I was about to say, please continue with the next image. I don't even think you have to say that. You could really, we've fed so much into training this prompt to get, or I would say, we put a lot of time into just really training DALL-E 3 as I've been working with this particular prompt guide and the images that I want. So at this point, I really could just say continue and it should. So let's go ahead and just see what we get next. And it really should automatically just give me another hairstyle. And it's confirming for me. It says, understood. Let's ensure the next illustration follows the specific vertical layout from top to bottom as displayed in the initial images, including the full body and shoes of the nurse. And it says here, let's see, it says will maintain the dynamic and engaging. So they're telling me that they're going to do it. Let's see what happens here. And actually, they did. The only thing, you're giving me more than one image, and again, you have to train the system to get exactly what you want. And so, what I'm going to say here to try to force DALL-E 3 to give me again what I want, I'm going to say, please, hold on a second. Please depict image, depict one girl in each image going forward. And so basically, I'm trying to get it to not show 3 images, 2 images, or however many I want. One image, because again, I'm creating a prompt guide for you guys, and I want you to be able to see a single image, and I want to be able to give you the prompt that was used to create that one image. So I'm wanting a specific thing right now. Now I could take this image, and that's always an option, into a tool like Canva and erase one of the nurses or both 2 of the nurses and leave one to get what I want from my prompt guide. But I don't want to do all that. I wanted to cooperate and give me what I want. And again, my interest is in priming this tool to give me what I want. I want to give the instructions, and I'm so clear in my instruction that I'm just able to turn out the exact image that I want every time. That's what I'm getting towards. But let me say this here. We're going to go ahead and submit this and see what happens and see if we can get it to depict one image. So let's see. And we'll see if it gives us a new hairstyle. That's the other thing. We want to see if it stays on track with that. It should, and it probably will. It usually does. But let's see what happens. The whole point of all of this is to just give you some, oh goodness, first hand training or first hand experience on how you can use these AI tools to create content and to also just build a business. With our Girls in Finance brand, we focus on training in the area of finance and providing tools, but we in the last year have given more of our attention towards the many AI tools that are out here. And that's the whole point and purpose of this. I want to teach girls and women how you can use these tools to monetize a business and just create income from the products that are available in terms of AI tools. So you can actually create your own digital products or even physical products if you want to. I like digital products. I do both. I've sold on Amazon as well as on Etsy and other platforms. But understanding how to create digital art and how to use it in your business for social media, all of that is key. It's the, since I've been using AI, the time that it has taken me to create stuff has just been cut in half, if not more. These AI tools are becoming more and more powerful, and they are becoming just incredible in supporting the small business owners. So, with that in mind, let's take a look and see what it has given us. Let's see if it's still giving us. It looks like it gave us two images this time, as long as they're not on the same. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I love these. These are more of cartoon ish, I would say, but they're still fine. Only thing you would have to do here is just kind of be more specific with DALL-E 3 to say that you want a more cartoon and realistic image. And it will usually do so. And so it said that it understood. It's still giving me more than one person is giving me two different images. But let's see, it says for the next illustration, let's create a vertical full body. And so let's see, and I'm going to say here, and I'm very instructional. I tell DALL-E 3 when it's done great and when it's not doing so great because I'm hoping that it will self correct. So, what I'm going to say here is this still doesn't provide I'm just going to say provide what I need. I need and sometimes you have to say it a different way. So this time I'm going to say, I need a single person nurse. I'm being very plain, depicted in the image. And then I'm going to say, please make the image. Sometimes DALL-E will forget your instructions. So I'm going to remind DALL-E what I need, DALL-E 3. I'm going to say, please make the image cartoon realistic. And say, and realistic. Please, I'm going to say for the next image, create I'm just going to say an African American nurse with, I'm going to say blonde. What kind of style do we want? Let's say finger waves and see what happens. And let's see what happens now. And I need to remind, hold on, let's see. I want to say, be sure to include a vertical full body image. and see if we can get what we want now. And it's processing. Sometimes it's faster than other times. I just hope I don't run out of time. I get so frustrated when I run out of time. Sometimes it seems like DALL-E 3 will give you a longer period of time when you're working and using the tool than it will other times. But let's see. Looks like it's finished creating what we need here. So let's take a look and see what we got. Okay. Now, this image is cute to me, but it still isn't exactly what I asked for. I'm trying to get it to give me a single image, and it is still giving me a, I'm just going ahead and opening it up for you so you can see. It's really cute, but it is not exactly what I need. I don't worry about that so much because I do know that I can take this into Canva and erase two of the images if I need to. I could erase one on each side and get rid of just those two and then have the image in the middle. That works fine, but it does not seem like I'm able to get ChatGPT DALL-E to cooperate today. I really wanted to show you how you can get the tool to give you the image that you want. And so I've tried a couple of different things that usually work, and it's still giving me more than one image. And so I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to say, please continue with the next nurse. And again, I'm going to try to say, I didn't get it. I'm just going to say, I didn't get the exact image I need. Please depict only one nurse in the image. And let's see, we'll let it surprise us. Let's see what kind of hairstyle it gives us, if it's still paying attention and intuitive to what we've been entering all day today to get us what we need. I earlier in the day have gotten really good images, and now it's not giving me exactly what I want, but let's see what happens this time. It's telling me that it's going to do it, but it's not doing it. This is understood. Let's create another illustration focusing on depicting only one nurse in the image. And so let's see what it does. It says it's going to give it to me, but we'll see. Maybe it's tired. And so here we go again. And it's still depicting three nurses. But that I'm not going to worry about that again. As I mentioned before, I have tools where I can clean up the actual image. So I'm not real concerned about that. But let's take a closer look at this. And I love the hair. I love the cute image. And so essentially what I have to decide now is which image would I use. Now, if we look at this image, we already see that the illustration shows us an error here. It has three shoes showing, so 3 feet. So, but that's an easy cleanup in a tool like Canva. And then the other two images I like, I probably would go with either the first one after I clean it up, or I would go with the second image. Either one of those I think are okay. Now the side view I probably wouldn't use because I would want a forward image. And then let's see what else. Other than that, I really do like this image though. I think it's really cute. I just have to decide if I want to go with these full body images or stick with the upper images that I showed you earlier. Let me go back to that prompt guide and show you. That's not it. Here we go. So this, I'm back over here looking at the prompt guide that I'm in the process of creating and just trying to decide, do I want to stay with the hairstyle and not the hairstyle, the actual from the head shot from the mid area up, or do I want to have full body images? I really like both, actually, to be honest. So it'd just be a matter of preference. For this guy, since I already have these images in here, I probably would just use them and go with what I have. See, sometimes when you set out to improve, excuse me, upon what you already have, you find out discovering that you like what you already have. So that's what I am seeing here. All of these are pretty nice images. Let me scroll through a few more of these. But this is the prompt book that I'm working on right now. It's going to be a simple prompt guide just to help you with creating images. You can take the prompts that I have and feed them into DALL-E 3 and get your own images, get your own renderings. And you can then add to what I've done. You can take my prompts, add to those prompts, and create a different background or add in other people and do whatever you want. Whatever you write in that text creates the actual image. So if we go back over here and we look at actually, I'm just picking the first one that I see here. If you look at the prompt that we have here and it's telling you all of this elaborate detail, you can change any of this around and make it whatever you want it to be. First, you would copy it and then take it and put it into DALL-E 3, ChatGPT's art generation tool, and just edit any of this content, any of this text that you have in here, and change the whole context if you wanted to of the actual image that you want to create. And for example, you might want to get the tool to create not just a female nurse, but also add in a male nurse, or you might want to put them both in a particular environment of working at the front desk of the hospital, whatever you want to do. That's where you get to be as creative as you want to be. You can make it your own. But that's all I have for you today. I wanted to jump on and just show you what I'm working on and give you some ideas of what you can do and let you know that I do have a prompt guide that I will make available that gives you the details of these prompts for creating African American nurses. And I also, with the other one, have one that is a diverse prompt guide that will be available as well. So, and this is that one. It has different images in it. It's a little bit more diverse. Okay, that's what I have today. This has been Kay White with Girls in Finance, and I am signing off now. Take care. Have a good day.